Can I shock you? The highest people that will go to hell are the men of God.
We need your money to come on my altar so that my altar will touch you. The only way the grace functioning in me will work for you is that you come and bribe my angels. Because the more money in my hand, the faster I reach the assignment they gave to me.
Make it clear to them. Anyone who is not paying his tithe is not going to heaven. Full stop.
There is a pattern here, and only people who don't read their Bible will not see it, because these so-called prophets are only in the ministry for one thing. They are all about the money, all about what they can get, and that is why they lay more emphasis on money, tithing, offering, and so on and so forth. The church is supposed to be a place where everybody comes to get salvation, to get spiritual healing, to feed their soul by the symbol of authority of the church, which is the pastor or the prophet, who represents God, who is the voice of God, who interprets the Bible, who is a symbol of selflessness. But what you see these days are people who are all about themselves, people who care about nothing but money, who care about nothing but the luxurious lifestyle that the modern pastors are all about these days.
Many of you listen to all these dirty preachings on television. Tithe is not important. How many of you have listened? Some of you follow the teachers. I'll show you something today. When you don't tithe, you risk your life. It's a lie. When you are not a tither, any attack on you can take your life. It's a lie. But the first thing tithing does is to protect your life. Well done, insurance company.
A true pastor would have said, the most risky thing in life is not knowing or accepting Christ. These prosperity gospel preachers don't care about your souls or your spiritual lives. They just pick and choose and twist the gospel. They twist the Bible to serve their needs at any given time. They are like charlatans who just deceive the people and empty the people's pockets and empty the people's souls and leave them starving for Christ, and also leave them broke. They do this without a single remorse, and this tells you everything you need to know about them. They are selfish, they are greedy, and they are lustful, and the only thing they care about is your money.
How much did you pay for Jesus to die? There's a man who sold his property. He did not tithe. He doesn't believe in tithe. He doesn't pay tithe. Small fever for 4 days, he was gone. It's a lie. Don't jealous me.
Leave that thing. Your works will be burnt because you are using Bible to extort people. You are being deceptive. You are giving an image of God that does not exist. A God that cannot bless until you bribe him with naira. A God that is limited, that he depends on your filthy lucre to do something for you. Even an area father will give you water to drink without you giving him something. How much more your father?
The reason why Jesus hadn't come is because people are not giving the way God told them to give. You see what I'm saying? I mean, when you understand it, you can speed up the time. Yeah. Because you see, he wants to see us as much as we want to see him. You see what I'm saying? And so what has hindered all these things is it's because people are not doing in the financial realm, because we live in an economic world, what God's called them to do.
The tithe of 10 naira is 1 naira. There's no other geography or arithmetic about it. But the tithe of 10,000 is not 1 naira. Stop abusing the covenant. So when you mark your envelope, my tithe, the angel will say, stop insulting God. I will take this to Jesus as your offering. So many people think they are tithing. No. If it's less than tithe, it's transferred to offering account. So no window opens, just blessing on what to eat and what to drink.
This teaching is painfully misleading. Can you imagine that Jesus Christ, who is the reason why there is Christianity today, who was nailed on the cross, was not a rich man, And he never preached the prosperity gospel. He taught about forgiveness, mercy, and grace, and love, and empathy. But these men have reduced the sufferings of Christ to money, to luxury.
No, heaven is full of order. So when your tithe is less than your tithe, it's transferred to offering account. So they can tell you have not tithe for the past 10 years. The reason is that your tithe has been transferred to offering.
The pastor, the prophet, the teacher, apostles, and so on. The evangelist. How do I mean? A lot of us will wake up and say, the Holy Spirit says you should sow your car. Which the Holy Spirit begin drive car? All the men of God today have told people, the Spirit tell me, sow your car so that you can succeed. All the big GO have done what I am telling you. Sow your land, sow your house. When did Holy Spirit start building a house? That a man of God will blaspheme and say, the Spirit of God has just come upon me. If you can sow this, you will make this. They have told some people. Now only some people why they never tell them to sow. If not, very soon men of God will tell people, blaspheming, telling somebody, sow the farmland, give God the land. Who told you God is interested in the land? Am I talking to somebody? And that is the highest sin. Who are the people committing it? The men of God, not church member. And so if heaven is not going to be taken by mercy, no single man of God will make heaven. I have done it before too. I've told people, do this so that God will do. Which spirit they tell me that thing that day? Which spirit? Lying against the Holy Spirit, which is the highest sin. And the man of God will carry microphone and be talking about just ordinary fornicator and drinking and smoking, that they are sinners. They can't come to church. There is a court. He can't come to church. Who told you that all sinners are going to hell? If all the sinners are going to hell, the pastors are number one to go to hellfire. Because the highest sin that cannot be forgiven is the sin they are committing. Follow who no road. Are you not following man of God? And the man of God don't know the road because he's blaspheming. You can follow him and go into the pit. I used to use that language. I said, do something where go pain you well, as the Spirit is telling me, so that God will give you what go pain your enemy. Am I talking to somebody?
Yes, sir.
And some people obey. I have told somebody that empty your account totally. The Spirit of God is telling me everything you have in account, give it to the man of God. Which is God collecting money? Is God eating any food? Am I talking to somebody? Yeah. So if all sinners are going to hell, I beat my chest and say the number one people that will go to hell are the ministers of God. If you hear me, say I hear you.